back to another episode of 12-Inch Figure Fanatic. Today, I'm very excited to present the EXO 6 Star Trek First Contact edition of Data from Star Trek The Next Generation. I love this company. Every figure that I've gotten from them has been like top-notch quality. They're kind of fresh on the playing field, but they're definitely no problem standing up to the big leagues like Hot Toys. So let's crack her open and see what we got here.
All right, like I said, I've been very excited to get this figure just because of the quality of it. Pretty standard box here. You got the window here. I like this because if you're a retailer, you give the customer a chance to look at the figure, and if it's a good figure, it'll whet their palate and make the sale. But if it's a bad figure, then they'll be like, yikes, put the slip back on and then put it back on the shelf. So it can hurt you if you're a retailer. Kind of a cheap box, but yeah, the box itself doesn't have to be some expensive presentation like Hot Toys used to do in the old days. Oh, this is interesting. So this is a sort of translucent, looks like, I don't know what it does. It's just a card. Maybe you, I don't know, collect them, but it says Starfleet personnel file, and it says Lieutenant Commander Data, but it has a picture of the Enterprise. So it has nothing to do with him. I don't know, something they just threw together to throw in, I guess. All right. Wow, what a quality figure. These people never disappoint, I'm telling you. All right, here we go. What a great figure. My gosh. The quality of material and the stitching itself, the cut of the material is just stellar. A lot of times you'll see with figure manufacturers, even if they're using the right materials and the right stitching, it doesn't necessarily fit appropriately. And as you can see here, just outstanding. It fits perfectly. It has nice crispness to it. It's folded in all the right places. It's the right thickness of material. Now the head sculpt is a little bland, but then again, so is, his skin tone, because he was an android. Didn't have any imperfections, freckles, or anything like that. The eyes are not quite the right color, but just, they're appropriate. They were a little bolder in First Contact versus the other films, I noticed, though. So maybe they were on the right track. And also, there's a multi-layer to this. There's a shirt underneath here, and you've got this, almost a double layer top area, and yet it doesn't push up so that it blocks the neck. So, some figures it'll be wearing a few layers and push right up to the head sculpt. This one, it still allows enough neck to be exposed, and it's very accurate. And this is glued on. It's not a sticker. Made out of plastic, yeah. So, very nice figure. Let's see what else. Okay, so we got the Frankenstein-looking head sculpt. This was in the film when the Borg had modified him, giving him some real skin to entice him to go to their side. Good detail on that. Even got a little bit of, if you look closely, some exposed, the wiring underneath his layer of skin, the hair on top brushed over. Very nice. Got a pulse rifle. Yeah. Nothing too crazy here. Yeah. Good detailing enough. Got a phaser and a holster for the phaser. So it fits right in there. Or probably face down. There we go. Just like so. Tricorder. I'm guessing it's magnetic. Yeah. They've tended to do these types of figures, Star Trek figures in the past like that. So it'll be magnetic in 2 areas so that you can have it either visibly open or closed. Now, it's really just a magnet on a magnet, right? So it can rotate a little bit. It's a little loose there. I would have preferred that they had some kind of latch, plastic latch system in between so that it didn't have that chance. But good detail on the stickers in there. And you've got a holster for that as well. Then you've got some hand options here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so tons of options here, and of course, it's got that pale, slightly shiny, silvery skin tone that Data is known for. So they did really good there, and also the detailing on the hands with the veins and whatnot, very good. So excellent detail on that. Look at that. All right, and then we got a stand. I always like when they put a stand. I appreciate that. All right, this is a unique stand. Something's going on with this stand. Oh, I get it. Okay, so it looks like you've got 2 options for displaying it, I guess. So you can use one of these 2 options here. So the transporter look, or the plain look, it's got sort of this hexagon honeycomb pattern here. Just leave it like that. Or you could do one of these, like so. So you've got a few options here. And that just goes on there like that. So a little better than a standard display. And let's see if this fits on here at all. Does it? No. Yeah, I just don't understand the card thing. That just doesn't make sense to me. All right, so let's put this figure together and on display and give you my final thoughts. All right, I'm back, and I figured out a few things in the meantime. So these pieces here are magnetic, and the figure itself is magnetic, so they just latch on just like that. And I found out that, so there's no instructions. So there's these extra pieces that come in a bag, and I can't, I guess, my guess is that these fit in here like this, so that you can collect a few figures and put them together to make it look like a full transporter pad. So they connect the bases together. Then there's this clear plastic piece, and I can only imagine that it's to hold this card. The card is a little bit bigger than I would like for a display with a figure. It's kind of intense. And the box describes it as an autograph ID card, but there's no autograph to be found on the card. So it's poorly named and poorly represented, and I wish that this figure came with instructions so that you could at least identify that. Overall, I think this figure is outstanding. I mean, just I can't get over the body sculpt, the way that the clothes fit, the quality of the material, and just top-notch. Best figure I've seen in a long time. They really didn't cut corners at all on this figure. I'm going to give this figure a 9.6. And the only reason I'm taking those slight points off is because of the lack of instructions to tell me what all these pieces are for and what the hell's going on with this card. It's just kind of ambiguous to me. That's all I could say about that, but I'm going to have a lot of joy displaying this figure. Anyways, see you guys next time.